So, good morning, class. So, our lesson for today is about hatch patterns and fill objects. Commands for creating text notes and label objects. So, dalawang topic to, pero actually they are short topics naman. Kaya pinag-combine ko na sila sa isang lesson for this morning. So, today we're going to enumerate commands to create curve objects and creating text notes and label. Creating figure using create curve object command and create text notes and label AutoCAD. Value the importance of curve commands in AutoCAD. So that is our main goal for this morning. Okay, learning content. Command hatch pattern and fills in existing object and enclosed areas. Okay, for I just going to get some idea from you guys. When you hear hatching doon sa pagdodrawing, I know some of you are already in the field of arts, no? Sabi nga ni Ma'am Batas, marami raw sa inyo artists. So, what is hatching para sa inyo? Anong kind of art tong hatching, guys? Anyone can answer.
Sir, parang pattern po siya.
Pattern? What
Parang
kind?
net po.
Parang ano? Angel, ano ali?
Para pong net.
Okay, very good. No? Parang net, no? Hatch. Kaya tinawag siya ng hatch kasi yung itsura niya, parang ganyan, no? Yung slash, no? Usually kasi nakikita to sa mga different artists ng mga comics, no? Akala nila yung hatching style ay sa comics nanggaling. Pero actually guys, ang hatching ay nanggaling sa architectural designing. So this hatching style ay ginagamit sa architectural designing. So isa sa mga unang taong gumamit nito si Galileo Galilei. Pag gumagawa siya ng mga fast sketching niya, hatching yung ginagamit niya, no. Pag nag-sketch siya ng mga design niya, na mga pangdigma, yung canyon niya, yung helicopter niya, yung kanyang ay isa sa mga style ng paggagawa lagay niya ng tag dito ng shading is hatching. So na-adapt to ng architects and engineering designing. So pag nagde-design sila, gumagamit rin sila ng hatching. So this is a fills an enclosed area to selected object with hatch pattern, solid fills or gradient film. So today we're going to talk about the hatch and gradient. Okay. So for the list of prompts, today we're going to have the word pick internal point. So when we say pick internal point, it determines the boundary of existing object. Ibig sabihin, yung square, yun yung boundary niya. Yung nasa loob niya, hanggang doon lang yun, yung boundary. So, ibig sabihin, pag nag-hatching tayo, hanggang doon lang sa boundary niya. Next, we have the select object. Determine the boundaries of selected object. Siyempre, i-click natin kung anong object yung i-hatch natin. Remove boundaries. Enable when adding hatches from within the hatch or gradient dialog box. So, it's about the dialog box, no? If you want to be removed or added, no? Add boundaries. So, magdadagdag tayo another boundaries. And undo, it can be commanded as a control Z, no, para undo. Pero meron naman tayong icon command for undo, no? So what are the steps to create a hatch? So for these steps, if you want to have a hatch command, you just click H on the screen or in the type command. Pwede sa type command, type nyo lang H, tapos magkakaroon ng drop down yon. Then you choose the hatch. After that, you're going to choose a swatch. What swatch means is this is a different kind of patterns or different kind of hatching. So you can choose from different choices. So you can choose also you can choose different scale for different hatching. No, it depends on how what is the design you are made. For example, for walls, so they are equivalent of a size of bricks that we're going to use, no. So meron yun then the angles also is very crucial in this in this creating art, no. For example, no, for simply hatching, yung lines lang na hatch, you can use a 45 degree. That is the standard. But for example, you are making bricks, a brick wall, hatch of brick walls, you can change the angles, depends on the what is the position of the house, no, so you can change the degrees. And syempre we put our boundaries to center, and at peak points, that is it's simply just pointing your cursor to the object that you want to have as hatch, so that's yes, then click OK to add hatch, okay. So let's go to AutoCAD. Nakaano ba ako? Share screen ako, no? Okay. So, eto tayo. Okay, burahin ko lang tong text. Mamaya yan. Okay. So, ang example natin kanina doon sa ating slide is our circle. So, let's make a circle. Yan po. Masyadong malaki. Okay. Yan. So, this circle, gusto natin mayroon siyang hatch, no? Or, kasi ang hatch, sometimes we use this as a, for example, a cut portion of a solid brick, no? O, lalagyan namin ng hatching para masabi natin na itong brick na to ay hinati or kinat, no? So, as simple as typing H on the interface of the CAD. So, simply type H. Then, magkakaroon ng drop down. Then, click hatch. And then, tapos, you can also open the settings at under the yung tag dito type command, no. Yeah, so mag-o-open siya ng tinatawag nating dialog box, yun. Alala ko na. Okay, so we have here different options, no. For first one nga yung watch nga raw natin. Kung pipili tayo ng watch, kung anong klaseng hatch meron tayo dito. So we have here the angles. So I don't know if you are already seeing this properly, no. Okay. So meron tayong marami dito, no. Brick, stone, meron tayong clay, cork, no. So there are different kinds of material, no. So for this sample lang, we're going to use the ordinary hatch, no. Sa ANSI tayo. So the ordinary hatch is the ANSI 131. The ANSI 31 pala, 31. ANSI 31. So the ANSI 31, just click then OK. So it will give you an example of the ANSI watch. No, so you can change the angle. So this time our angle is 0 and the scale is 1. Okay, 1 meter. Then yun nga, specify origin, click the origin, default boundaries. Okay. So we can tag dito, you can set the boundaries, no. Pero for me, it's okay na yan. Itatapat mo lang naman ng cursor to get that boundary. So how simple it is, no. So when you click it okay, pag nilapit mo yung cursor, look at my cursor here, no. Pag nilapit mo yan sa circle, then click the circle, meron na po yung hatch. Okay, masyado palang pali. Okay, masyadong malaki yung bilog ko. Palitan natin ang bilog ko, no. Okay. Yes, okay, close. Masyado palang napalaki yung aking circle. So, gawa tayo ng maliit lang. Gawa tayo ng circle, maliit lang. Then, let's add the hatch. Type H, enter, click. So, yan po yung hatching. So, you can change the hatch differently by choosing the different swatch, no. You can change it to bricks if you want to. You can change into this one. Okay. For this one, di natin ma-appreciate yung bricks, no. It's because of the masyadong maliit yung box, no. So, we can change the scale to adjust the sizes of the bricks para magkasya doon sa ating circle. So, here, yung ating size natin or scale natin is 1. You can change it into 0.1. Okay. Or point 0.1 na lang. Sige, 0.1. Then, enter. So, yun na. Nagkasya na yung ating bricks doon sa loob ng ating circle. So, that is hatching. Okay. So, ang hatching, maraming gamit siya actually para magmukha lang realistic yung 2D drawing natin, no. You can change it into different things, no, like this. Yan. Ang example na yan po ay tag dito, cement, no? Concrete cement po. Ginagamit namin yung symbol as concrete cement. Para halimbawa, unfinished ano pa siya, yung foundation. Ang foundation kasi is a mix of gravel and sand. Gravel, sand, and cement, no? So, ganyan po yung presentation na ginagawa namin for foundation cement. Okay. Yan po yun. Anyway, so that is hatching. Now let's go to the next one. We call this the gradient command. The gradient command fills the enclosed area or selected object with a gradient fill. Ano yung gradient, no? As you can see at the symbol here, yung icon niya, no? Meron siyang light to darkest portion. So, alam ko naman na sa mga ibang software like the PowerPoint or other different software in Word, meron tayong tinatawag na gradient. Yun nga po yung yung effects ng tayo from light to dark, no? So just giving it a 3D effect to the object. For this example, as you can see on the screen, no, we have here a sample of a swimming pool. Para magmukha siyang swimming pool, nilagyan siya ng gradient design. So this time, let's try to make this. Okay, gawa tayo nito. Let's go to AutoCAD. Before that, ano ba yung mga... So, the same list prompt siya ng gradient. Pero, syempre, iba yung outcome niya pag ginamit. So, for step of creating gradient, the first step is to type in GRA or the shortcut command for gradient. Then, enter. Then, we choose two color gradient. So, meron tayong pipili tayo ng mga color gradient or type of gradient that we want. So, we have here different choices. We're just going to click. So, here we're going to choose two color and you select two different color like blue and yellow. So, the software will adjust to what kind of color you want to choose. No? And then, choose add pick points. Okay, so pag enter nyo kasi nyan, choose add pick point, no? Kayo pipili ng pick point or add select object, no? Or yun nga, then it will click on the boundaries of the object and then click OK. So ganun lang po yan. So let's try it in an AutoCAD. So dito tayo sa AutoCAD. So this is my sample of hatching. Let's try square naman, no, para rectangle. So let's have a rectangle here. Then let's have a gradient, no. Okay. Now, what is the shortcut command? Ano nga ba shortcut command natin for gradient?
GRA po.
Ayun, very good. GRA. So pag GRA, so lalabas yung gradient drop down. Okay, so enter lang natin yung gradient. Pag click natin yung gradient, automatically, pag tinapat ko na yan sa screen at click ko, magkakaroon na yan ng gradient agad. So, you can edit the gradient by selecting settings at the type in set commands. No? So, when you click the settings, it will pop out the dialog box for gradient. So, here we can choose color that you like most. No? For example, no, like blue, and then, ito. Pag kinlik mo yung color palette dito sa corner na to, lalabas yung color palette. So you can choose what color you prefer most. Okay. For me, let's choose white. Okay. Then okay. So magkakaroon niya ng blue and white. Yan. So after that, so okay na. Yun na yun. So pag so yung cursor natin magkakaroon ng pick internal point. So pipili tayo ng internal portion ng isang object, then we add the gradient. Okay, so when click enter, then there it goes. Meron na tayong gradient. If you are not satisfied with the type of gradient that you make, you can change the settings by looking at the pattern. Meron tayo dito sa ribbon, yung pattern niya. Or you just go back to the settings. So you choose what kind of gradient that you prefer most. Okay, so for this one, I choose this one, then okay. When I click this, the gradient will change automatically. So, ganun lang. So, that is gradient. Okay. Any question? Any possibilities of setting up the gradient that you prefer me to do? Sir, baka pwede ba to sa ganito? Mga ganun. So, you can ask me anything. Spline, no? Yung example ng pool, no? Let's have a spline here. Yan, kunyari swimming pool. Okay. Yan. Then enter. So, yung swimming pool natin. Lagyan natin siya ng gradient. Type in gra. Then enter. Then choose what kind of gradient you want to. How about this one? Yeah. So, pag tinapit ko ganyan, yeah. So, hindi na-affect yung gradient ng kabila doon sa ano. It depends on what object you're going to choose. Then, type of gradient that you want to put. Okay. So, yan. Meron tayong swimming pool na. Okay. Malinaw na ba lahat? Kasi, that is our last topic about hatching and gradient. No? Wala na ba? May tanong pa ba kayo? Okay. Can we go to the next topic now? About text. Apa, sir? Okay, sige. Salamat. Sumagot ka. Okay. Ang dami kong kausap no? Ang dami nyo. Walang kumakausap sa akin. Anyway, so slides tayo. Ayan. So our next slide is about notes and label. So it is very important for AutoCAD to put some notes and label because it tells what kind of object you are showing. Sometimes it cannot determine by means of drawing. You need to put some label on it. And sometimes some drawing must be specified with words. No, is this the living room, comfort room, ganyan. And also the area size of sometimes when I'm checking some mga brochure ng bahay kasi may mga sa mall harangin ka makikita ka sir bili ka ng bahay so I always look at the yung area the floor area of the house kasi tandaan niyo pag binigyan kayo ng floor area sometimes 100 square meter ibig sabihin nun kung 100 siya divide niyo siya sa 2 so 50 pataas 50 feet square 50 meters then 50 meters high 50 meters width yun yung pag sinabing 100 so ganun lang yun so ganun lang na-determine kung gaano kalaki yung lupa kasi minsan ang ganda ng drawing pero pagdating sa actual ang liit pala ng bahay so nag-stop yung aking PowerPoint patay tayo okay saglit lang naghang ang aking PowerPoint okay so dito tayo nasan yung aking PowerPoint yung linear ko nito okay nasan tayo ayan okay so okay yeah so the text command is to create a single line text object for it means only that a single word na ilalagay natin doon sa ating floor plan halimbawa we're just going to put a living room okay so we going to use the single line text object so for this single line text object, we just simply type in TE or type in your keyboard. So, ganun lang. Tapos, pagka-type in ng TE, so magda-drop down siya, then you choose text. Then, you're going to justify point of text. So, type J to open the justify or you just click under the type command. Nasa type command lang yun usually. Then, enter C for center. So, isa-center lang natin. Sabihin, pag na-type in ka, mag-o-open yung word by center. Hindi siya from left to right or right to left. Sa center, then mag-open siya. Yung center yung Then, specify center point. Kung saan nyo ilagay. So, you can also choose anywhere from the four for paste ng x and y, or just at the center of the x and y, pwede rin yun. Just type in 0, 0. And then type 10 for the keyboard for the height. Then for the angle, it is usually 0. Kasi pag hindi nyo siniro yan, nagayong ko ng 40, magkakaroon ng angle yan. Yeah. So kung gusto nyo naka-angle yung word, just type in a given angle. So, ganun lang. Then, type in text, no? Magta-type tayo ng text. Then, we're going to click outside the field for the next word na ulit. Pag magta-type in na kayo ng next word ulit. So, single lang. Okay, next. So, paano siya sa AutoCAD? Okay. Balik tayo kay AutoCAD. So, yan. Okay. So, sabi dito, ang ating command ay for text ay TE. So, type in TE. Magda-draw down siya. Then, yung lalabas ng icon ng text. Okay. You can justify or put the style. No, you just click in the standard lang tayo. Okay. Then, so, TE ulit. Yeah. So, specify center point of text. So, okay. So, pwede tayo mag-specify ng 0 by 0 para doon tayo sa center ng X and Y, or just click anywhere. Kasi, syempre, floor plan yan. Baka saan nakapwesto yung room na lalagyan nyo, you're going to determine what kind of room is that. No? So, specify point. So, mapapasin nyo may dilaw yan. So, ibig sabihin, pag kinlik ko dito sa pataas, magkakaroon siya ng angle. No? So, ito, hinihingi muna dito. As you can see, no, at the beside of my, just under the cursor, meron siyang specify height. No? So, ang specify height natin is 10. So, okay na yan. Then, magtatanong siya, specify angle. So, halimbawa lang, binago ko siya, hindi 0. No? Gawin lang nating 30. Then, enter. So, ano mangyayari? So, mapapansin nyo, yung angle ng aking text ay nakapwesto ng 30 degree. So, pag nag-type in ako ng text, TEX, then enter. Ay, sorry, hindi na pala. So, yan na po. Meron na tayong text. Then, the next option that natatanong sa akin yan, saan ako sunod magte-text? So, doon sa Alfred. Okay. Alfred. Yan. So, ganun lang. Yan. Diba? Ito. Bathroom. Yan. Kaso hindi na nabago. Nasa 30 degrees na siya. Okay. Okay. So, paano natin siya babalik sa dati? So, TE ulit. TE. Text. Enter. Specify point dito. Tapos, specify height 10. Tapos, angle. So, balik tayo sa 0. Enter. So, balik na yan sa dati. Arshaga. So, ganun lang. So, one word lang siya. Paano kung gusto mo ng multi-words, no? Halimbawa, gusto mong gumawa ng tawag dito, a note. Halimbawa, this portion is a combination of blah, 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 etc., etc. So, multiple na siya, no? Pag multiple, hindi ito yung command na hinahanap natin. So, for the multiple command, we type in empty or multiple text command. So here, ang shortcut key niya is T, hindi katulad ng TE. Tandaan niyo, pag single word lang ang kailangan natin gamitin, you are typing TE. Pero pag multiple, T lang. So makikita natin ang pinagkaiba ng TE pamaya pagdating na sa AutoCAD, no? So type in T, then space enter, specify the center the first corner. So, katulad ng box, no, yung mayroon siyang specification of first corner and the opposite corner. So, it determines a parang box or limit na hanggang doon lang siya magta-type. Okay. So, the AutoCAD, then type in AutoCAD to input text character and field, then highlight the character to change the format text into formatting window. Okay. Then set the size for 3 units. Okay. So let's try this in AutoCAD. So escape. So this time T lang. T. Then multi-text. Okay. So makikita nyo iba na yung itsura niya, no? So we're going to specify a corner. Then the opposite corner. So move lang natin. So ito na yung magiging opposite corner natin. So lalabas yung icon na ito. Okay, so here at the ribbon, doon sa taas sa ribbon, makikita nyo we have here the different types of text that we can choose from, no? Here we can make it bold, italic, no? By layer. We can choose by layer. It means by layer, bibigyan mo siya ng color na ano sa kanya, no? We're going to talk about that next week, yung layering then. So we're going to type now. So this is let's type AutoCAD. Yeah. So that's how is using empty. So meron siyang measurement here. That's it. Tapos highlight row natin. Ang sabi doon sa slide, highlight the character and change the format in text. So formatting window. Saan ba yung so highlight, then formatting window. Ay, nawala. Ayaw mo lumabas ang formatting window ko. Ay, kasi nandito na nga pala siya. Okay, so dito sa formatting window, dito sa taas, you can change it into different tracking, then a height. So you want to clear it. Yeah. So hindi na pala. Sa 2014 pa lang may lumalabas na natin. So automatic ito na siya. Yeah. Ganun lang po ang tinatawag nating multi-text. So ibig sabihin, mas marami yung pwedeng gawin sa multi-text sa ordinary text lang. Tap. So any question? Guys, may question kayo? Wala na po. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, yun lang. That is our topic for today. It's very short, no? Actually, guys, wala. It is, kasi patapos na tayo for the quarter. So, hindi ko na masyadong elaborate pa lahat, no? So, medyo, mas siksik nga lang ang topic natin for next week, no? So, yun lang. Mas mabibigat na kasi yung topic about layering. So, yun, medyo masakit sa ulo yung layering. So, ituturo ko ng mas focus doon kasi mahirap intindihin yung layering. So, yun lang. So, for your activity for this morning, anong oras na ba? Tama, 9. May 30 minutes pa. Okay. So, for your activity for this morning, nasan yung aking ayan. So, ito po yung inyong activity. So, it is under activity client. So, ito yung magiging mahirap dito. Kasi, kailangan nyo mag-drawing gamit itong image na to. So, you can open a PowerPoint, no? Or you can choose also, Paint, no? Pwede ka mag-open ng Paint, no? Paint. Okay. Search box na box ng card. Okay. Paint. Yan. So, lahat ng Windows may Paint. Okay. Kahit ang ordinary cellphone, meron yung image. So, we copy this. Copy, then paste in yung Paint. Ayaw. Copy. May restriction siya. Okay, sa PowerPoint. PowerPoint siya gagawin. Nasaan ka? Okay. So, when you put in the PowerPoint, yan. Yan, lalabas yan. So, dito, pwede nyo na siyang i-edit. That is the first option that you can do. Kasi kailangan raw nating gawan siya ng anong tawag dito? Hatch. Para raw natin siyang i-hatch. So, kung may iba pa kayong diskarte, better pa dito. It's up to you. Shapes. Yan. So, ganun, no? Kailangan natin ma-fill out yung, ano niya, ng hatch. Matrabaho, pero may mas mabilis na option dyan. Ang mas mabilis na option na ito, mag-drawing kayo. Do-drawing nyo, tapos, tawag dito, i-paste nyo na lang yung image doon sa object natin. No? Dito sa ating docs, no? Nawala. Nasaan yun? Yan. So, pagka, di-paste nyo na lang dito, picturean nyo, or, gawin nyo, paste nyo na lang dyan. Pag-drawing na lang kayo. Mas madali. Because you have the same activity with the modular, no? Kasi sa modular drawing lang ginagawa nila. If you have the AutoCAD, much better. Okay, magagawa kayo sa AutoCAD. Anyway, so for activity number 2, ito naman, meron tayong step-by-step command, no? I will post the PowerPoint presentation at your classroom, no? Para meron kayong guide to fill up these missing words dito. And to finish the activity. And also, this also, no? Ito naman sa TM. Remember, this is the TM command, no? The multiple, text, no? Multiple text, no? So, there are some missing steps that you need to fill up, no? So, just fill up the missing words. And sentence, no? And then, yun. That's all. Edited yan. Pwede nyo mag-edit yan. Ay, sorry. Ba't dun lumabas? Okay. Yan. So, pwede kayo mag-type dyan. Sagot, no? After nyo magsagot, wala pa pala. Nasa editing pala ako. So, pagkatapos nyan, you can turn in your works. Though, automatic magta-turn in na siya sa inyong classroom. So, that is what we need to do. So, that's our 3 activities. So, this is the first activity, second activity, and the third activity. Okay, yung survey form, titiyan ko bakit ganun. Bakit parang naulit na naman yung nakaraan. Kasi dati pag tinetest ko naman, okay sa akin, pero pagdating sa inyo, naiiba siya. So, sige, ayusin ko. Gagawa na lang ako sa unofficial ko. Sige, that's all for today, guys, no? Thank you. So, you have time. Meron pa kayong oras para to answer this activity. To finish this activity. And later, isa-send ko rin nga pala ngayon yung summative test for this week, no? May summative test tayo, yung usually naman na ginagawa natin for summative test. Okay, so that's all for today. So, thank you, class. You can exit our classroom now. Thank you.
Thank you po, sir.